All right, so ladies and gentlemen, continuing on, we are going to go to a new location, but I'm getting a bunch of questions and contributions, so I want to go through these first before we resume with that. Okay? So, Lil Jack tipped me $2 and says, Phil, is there a seat or area of a plane that you would prefer to fly? What's your worst flying experience? I hate middle seats. When you're in a middle seat, you're crammed between two people, often people you don't know if you're flying solo. If you're on a window seat, at least you get to look out the window and get a good view. If you're in the middle seat, you usually can stretch out a little more. If you got to get up to stretch your legs, use the bathroom, it's easier. Middle seat's the worst. It's like the worst of everything. So any middle seat I hate. Of course, people would argue, oh, I want to sit at the front of the plane so I can get off quickly. Yeah, but it's not a huge deal for me. I've never really been in a situation where I think once ever in my life that I have a crazy layover where I had to run out the door to try to catch the next plane or something like that. But outside of that, it's really just the middle seat is the big deal. Worst flight I've ever been on, I was going on a flight from Connecticut to, I want to argue it was the southern United States. I don't remember where. I don't know if it was Texas, Florida. But basically, because I was flying out of Connecticut, I had to go to an airport in Connecticut, and the Connecticut airport had to fly me from the Connecticut airport to a New York airport to transfer, and then in New York, they were going to fly me to the southern U.S. So originally, it was supposed to be a large plane, but the plane overbooked, and they put me and another woman who was like, at that time, I was like my younger, I was early 20s. And this woman was arguably like a mother. You could tell like she was an older woman, probably in her 40s. And just the two of us got on a plane that probably seated in total 12 people. And we got on this plane and they flew us in this tiny plane from Connecticut to New York through a fucking thunderstorm. If you thought it was scary flying at a big plane in a storm, this was like, it felt like we were on a roller coaster where people had giant clubs and were smashing the coaster while you were like literally the plane was going fucking, you're gonna barf. Like, I almost barfed. I was so fucking disgusted. I was like, oh my god. I was clawing on for dear life onto the plane. You know, I was like, I'm gonna fly out of the seat and die. We're gonna crash. Like, I thought seriously, at least once during that plane, I thought we were done. I thought that was it. We were going down because it was so bad. It was just loud. The thunder and lightning, you could hear it super fucking loud outside because it's the tiny plane doesn't have insulation or nothing. I was like, oh my god. And the flight was so bad that when we landed, all right, a flight attendant came to us and said, we're so sorry the flight was so bad. Here's a coupon for another free flight. Like, it was, I'm not even kidding, it was like a voucher for hundreds of dollars. Because the flight was so bad, they were like, we have to give this a complimentary because it was such a horrible experience. So that was the fucking worst for me. I walked out of that plane, I felt like I was gonna die. Like I had to barf, and oh man, it was nasty. Gandhi tipped me $1.75, and he says, "I love the streams, champ. Thank you very much to Gandhi for the tip. That's a nice sentiment." So we're at 71. It's hard for me to see with these aviators on. I can't see. SRF Lemus tipped me a whopping $20. Wow, thank you. He said, curious about the question about autographs. Were you recognized in Connecticut or Seattle more? Definitely Seattle, and the reason being, I hate to say it, in Connecticut, the kind of people who live in Connecticut, at least where I lived, were not into like YouTubers and shit. And I mean that. Like, there was no one back then. Keep in mind, when I was a YouTuber in Connecticut, I started in 2008. 2009, I revealed my face for the first time. I really didn't become to prominence as a YouTuber till like 2010, 2011. And then I only was in Connecticut for like maybe 3 years when I was really popular. I'm serious about this. Like, the people in Connecticut, they just weren't into it. No one talked about YouTube, nothing. The circles, everyone who I knew, no one even was like, oh, Phil's on YouTube. What, like, oh, big deal. I'm serious, like, it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't until I came out here, all of a sudden, like, seriously, people would recognize me. And they would actually be like, oh, are you Darkside Phil? Wow, I'm actually meeting someone from YouTube who's pretty well known, and can I get a picture with you, or can you sign something for me? I would say probably since I've lived here, maybe 10 people total in the 7+ years I've lived here. Sometimes at the mall, usually at the mall actually, is where people will walk in, notice me. They're at an arcade or walking through the mall itself. There's a one weird time I was in a fucking drive-through at Starbucks, and a guy in a car in front recognized me and stopped his car and said, are you Darkside Phil? What's going on? And he waved, and then he drove away. I was like, that guy's got balls to just like stop his car in front of mine and ask if I'm Darkside Phil. Okay. Slayer to me $1.50 says, fun fact, if you were curious, Singapore is a country where the vaccination rate is one of the highest in the world for COVID. We're managing well with COVID in terms of government support, and the economy is not doing too bad. That's good to know. Slayer, it really seems like Singapore is a pretty nice place except for the weather. Like I said, the weather is probably the one thing I wouldn't enjoy because I can't take hot, humid weather. It kills me. It really does. Like, it drains me, and I lose all my energy. Okay, now that I've gabbed for like 5 minutes here, let's continue on, and I know where I want to go. This next one is a suggestion from my wife. So we're going to go to somewhere where you guys have actually asked for quite some time. Dubai. Now the question is, we're in Dubai because there's a, I guess, Dubai International, right? Dubai International Airport in Dubai. And then where are some landmarks? We've got the Dubai Mall, the Burj Khalifa, the Maidan Grandstand, Burj Al Arab. There's all kinds of stuff. Princess Tower, right? Princess Tower. That could be interesting. What's over here? What the hell's going on with that plane? Look at that plane! What the fuck is spinning? Yo, the plane's spinning out in the ocean. What the frick? Did you see that? It went... Okay, sure. Anyway, Al Noor the mosque, probably a famous mosque, an astronomy center. There could be some interesting stuff here. So, where do we want to start? The Burj Khalifa is the biggest tower in the world, says Hernandez. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Dubai's home to the tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, 800 meters tall. Holy shit. All right, let's do this. How about we start here. What we'll do, let's start here, and we'll just fly along the coastline. It actually looks like that's where all the happening stuff is, see? Yeah. We'll just fly all the way down along the coastline and check out all the sights. Okay, let's do it. So that's the Princess Tower. So we should start over here. And then we should head northeast all the way down. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good because it's a straight shot over all the interesting stuff, it looks like, right? Yeah. Okay. Arrival. Cool. Benedict Arnold. To me, $2. Low-key, I'm actually liking this game a lot. I'm glad to hear that. I told you, this game is nothing like the other games I play. There's no objective. I don't have to do anything, be anything. We're just chilling. We're chilling and we're enjoying the world together. And it leads to fun conversation, and it leads to interesting, relaxing times. I don't think you can go wrong. Seriously, I don't think you can go wrong. It's a fun time. All right, let's do it. Dubai. And by the way, guys, excuse me, I felt that one coming. I had to slap it out of my chest. I'm sorry, it's very disgusting. We are only $6 away from a hat. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to want the hat that looks like a pilot's hat, no? So, $6 away. Okay. No, I don't remember any hostage situation in Dubai about a decade ago. No, doesn't ring a bell. Hernandez says he's happy that I'm keep playing it. He was scared. I said a month ago I might stop, but he's like, he's very happy I'm playing it now. It's fun, man. It's so unique and different from everything else I'm doing. That's why I really like it. Something completely different, right? All right, now let's crash. No, let's not. We're gonna have a long stretch of land to fly over to Dubai. By the way, we're doing this live, so this is actually what it looks like there right now, because it's the other side of the world. So it's still bright sunny over there right now, right? Yeah. How's Jasper been doing lately? He's doing good. You haven't seen him on my car in a few days? What does that mean? What do you mean by that? You mean my chair? Oh, I see. He says, I haven't seen him on your car. I mean, think you mean my chair. He was here earlier. He was here today. Earlier today. I don't think he jumped on the chair, though. But he was here earlier today. Relaxing with me in the room when I played my first game today. As for, someone just asked me, how do you put text into a super chat? I couldn't answer that. I've never sent a super chat before, so I really don't know the methodology, but tons of people send super chats. So you might want to ask some of the people who are actually in the chat now what they know about super chats and how they do it, because I don't want to give you misinformation. I don't know how to do one and do the text or not. Also, I guess the question is, where did you send the super chat? Are you on a mobile device? Are you on the desktop PC? They may be different methodology, depending. Yeah. Shout out to Phil Smokes Crack. Was to be $6. And actually, I won't lie. Don't get upset with me, but I do miss your Sonic hat. So you miss the Sonic hat? The Sonic hat is silly, but I can't really wear it. Like I said, the Sonic hat overheats me. It literally does. When I wear that hat, because it's heavy stuffing, it actually makes my head get ridiculously hot to the point where I'm super uncomfortable. I start sweating profusely. I remember during the actual streams of Sonic 06 where I wore the hat, my head was always soaking wet with sweat underneath. It was absolutely disgusting. Okay. All right. We have more tips coming in, but before I read them off, I want to do the poll for the hat tonight. Okay? So let's do it. Let's do a poll for the hat. So the hats that are eligible tonight are as follows. Digital, camo, military/pilot hat, or cowboy. Why? Because I wore the fake hair hat earlier today, so that one is not eligible. So let's go vote. In the meantime, Thomas Jefferson tipped me $6, says, hats were a nice thing back in the day. It's nice to see the United States is doing fine after all these years. Oh, wait a minute. He's pretending he's really Thomas Jefferson. And he's saying hats were a nice thing back in my day. It's nice to see the United States is doing fine after all these years. Get it? He's basically pretending to be Thomas Jefferson. Thank you, Thomas Jefferson, for the $6 tip. And then Slayer tipped me $6 and says, another fun fact, Singapore is the place where the summit between the U.S. and North Korea took place in 2018. It was held in the last month. It was held at and last month. The vice president visited Singapore for an official visit. Oh, I did not know that. I forgive, but I won't forget. Did a $2 super chat, says you do it like this. That's how you put text in it. Yeah, but that doesn't describe to him how it happens. Come on. All right, so by the way, guys, we're at $112 of tips and climbing. Thank you guys so much for all the support tonight. I really appreciate it. People are voting right now. The military pilot hat is in the lead by 62 freaking %. So I'm probably going to be wearing that momentarily. But in the meantime, let's check out Dubai. So here we are. This is the Hessian 2nd. I have no idea what that means. What's that over there? The Shai Shuai Bride? I can't read any of this. I feel like a buffoon. It's all desert below me, right? There's nothing right now. We're heading towards what I'm assuming is going to be the city itself. Right now, because remember, we're flying all the way up the coast. It's going to take a while. It's going to be a long flight. By the way, look at what they did. They made a man-made design in the water. I wonder what the purpose of that was. You see that, right? That's interesting. Why did they do that? Just for fun? I guess they did it just for fun. It looks like a tree, right? Like some kind of a tree. It's huge. A huge tree. Derek says, I hate the middle seats. When I wake up to use the bathroom, I have to try to escape. I have to stay quiet so I don't wake others that are sleeping. I prefer aisle seats. I hate it. Especially when you're crammed between two people. It's like, I don't want to be stuck between two fucking people who I don't like or I don't know. What if I have to fart? Right? Oh, well, you know what? You just let loose. And if they don't like it, they can get up, right? Just fucking unleash the sphincter muscle. Oh, yeah! And then they get up, and then you're all by yourself, and it's a great flight. Yeah, right. Really? There was a failed plan to remake this island in the shape of a globe? You could buy parts of it and live on it privately. This right here, huh? It's so weird. It's seriously weird that they did that. Well, I'm like, why did they do that? Why did they want it to look like a tree? It actually, you know what, we get closer, it kind of looks like a rib cage or something. It's kind of creepy. Okay, so we're just going to keep flying north here and see what we can find. Right now it looks very flat, but I get the feeling we're not at any of the major stuff yet. You know, the stuff's going to be coming up here, probably. Oops, that's the wrong button. I forget which button it is that focuses in on the attraction. I thought it was one of the bumpers, but it didn't seem to be working. Well, let's see here. Oh, man, a million things just came by. I can't even read it. I couldn't read it at all. It looks like, oh wow, anomalous looks like a face hugger. You're actually right. Oh god. That's fucking creepy. It looks like a face hugger. It's called the Palm Jebel. What? I can't read it. It's white on white. I can't read white on white. Air? The Palm Jebel Air. That is weird, because it definitely does not look like a palm tree when you're closer. You're right, it's a fucking an alien. Fucking alien creature. I guess we should lose some altitude here so we can see things up close. Robert De Niro to be $2 says, do you enjoy Goodfellas? Yes, Goodfellas is a good movie. I like Goodfellas a lot. And then 222 tip $2.22, and his message is as follows. 222222222222222. There you go. Thank you very much for those tips. That's another $4 in tips. President Evil, thank you for the super chat, but the message you said is actually pretty offensive. I'm not reading it, and I'm going to urge you, don't say stuff like that again on my stream because it's actually kind of messed up. Okay. Military hat it is. What a shock that the military/pilot hat would be what you guys wanted to see tonight. I never in a million years would have expected that. Wow, you shocked me every time, guys. Really. You've blown my mind with your selections. Okay. There we go. All right, let's continue. Now we're at $116 in tips. We're well on our way to the vest as well. So awesome. Thank you guys for the support tonight. Mina Jabal Ali. The frick does it? Wait, what? Mina Jabal Ali. Of course. QM Bison. Of course. What the fuck? I don't know. I'm not going to know what any of this stuff is. I have no, I can't tell. I look like there might be a few pools down there. It looks like chlorine color. Like chlorine in water. Jebel Ali Third. This does not look like the main area, right? Definitely not. It looks to me like, we're kind of like a more industrial area, right? It definitely looks like industrial business kind of deal. We're definitely not in the big touristy area. I think that's coming up ahead. If you look, there's a ton of buildings coming up. That's probably what we're approaching. Okay. That's a shipping yard. Junko says that's a shipping yard where all the stuff ships in and out of Dubai. Gotcha. Makes sense. All right. We got, that's the, what is it? Jebel Ali Third. Oh, there's Jebel Ali Second. What is this here? This is the Jebel Ali First. Over there is the Jebel Ali Industry. Wow, this, whoa. Look how big these buildings are coming up right now. Humongous buildings. It's another palm tree coming up on the left. They did it again. They got two completely different palm tree archipelago things that they built here, right? Hernandez asks, have I ever flown first class or business class on a plane? No and no. Never. Only coach. I don't have money. I never in my life had enough money to be blowing on, you know, insane. You know, those are super expensive, and I know this because my parents looked into it. When they were flying out here, now keep in mind, my mom has a lot of issues with, you know, her health and stuff. So they wanted the utmost comfort flying out here. And they were like, yeah, like first class / business class is like over $1,000 a ticket for no fucking reason. So they didn't do it. They were thinking of doing it and they didn't do it. They just went coach. Alex tipped me $1.50 and says, I remember one time I had window seats on a plane and it was about a 6-hour flight. I had bad gas. I didn't want to keep getting up. So I was just blowing my asshole out the whole flight. Some intense anal sneezing, I tell you. Wow. Did it stain the seat? Like, did it turn green or brown? What did the people around you say? I'm actually very fascinated by this. What happened when you just blasted out your ass the whole flight? You know, were people running for the hills? Did you notice like a man with long flowing hair? All of a sudden, his hair just like went up in smoke. Just, you know, did you have Fabio sitting next to you? All of a sudden, he went bald. I need to know. I need answers. Anyway. Whoa, what is that? What the heck? Look at that. It's blue. It's completely blue. What is it? I can't tell. Like, that's obviously a huge city, and I want to fly over it and see what all those things are. But what is that? Why is it so blue? Could it be just when they took the satellite picture, it was, like, glitched? I think so, because I don't think that it's actually blue in real life, right? It might have just been, like, the lighting or something. That looks like there's a blue light coming off of it, right? It's unique. I don't know what it is. It's like a little thing sticking out. I don't know what it is, but I like it. Blue. Long-time viewer just did a $7.94 tip and says, I tried to be a member, I can't. So here it is in Super Chat. This is not Super Chat, you just tipped me. That's a tip. You tipped me $7.94. Thank you for the tip. I don't know why you think you Super Chatted it, you didn't. But I appreciate that. Because now we're literally almost at the total goal for the vest tonight, which would be excellent if we got it. We did not hit the vest goal earlier today, so it would be excellent if we did tonight, and thank you for that. Oh, I see. Calling says that's Smurfland, where the Smurfs live. That's why it's blue. Of course. What is that? That is called the Dubai Skydive? I wonder why. Why did they call it the Dubai Skydive? So what have we got here? A lot of landmarks, right? Look at the, wow. Look at the size of that tower. Is that the tower people were talking about? The biggest tower? Right here? The thing is, though, I don't think so. I think the biggest tower is out there, because I remember seeing it, and I think it's unique. This doesn't look so unique. The one out there is, like, completely unique in shape. But look at this building. It's got, like, a dome with a giant antenna. It's called, oh, that's the Princess Tower. That's cool. I like that. I wonder if it's touristy, you go to the top, much like how we have the Empire State Building in New York City, or the Willis Tower in Chicago. I wonder if you go to the top of that tower and like, look all around and see touristy stuff. That's kind of neat. Very nice. Yes, Derek, you can tell us if something memorable that happened on a flight to Hong Kong. Absolutely. Shook once tipped me $2. Says 2 days ago, I was a 1-year anniversary of the infamous PS5 shit show where everyone said they mama tried and you got it live on stream. Hella dope stream that was. Huh? Wait, let's try this again. Shook Ones did a $2 tip. He says, 2 days ago was the 1-year anniversary of the infamous PS5 shit show where everybody and they mama tried and you got it live on stream. Held it. Oh, he's saying 2 days ago was the 1-year anniversary when I was playing Batman Arkham City, the remaster on PlayStation 4. And as we were playing it together, okay, was it PS4 or was it Xbox? Actually, it was Xbox One, wasn't it? I think it was Xbox One. And as we were playing it, someone got a code to basically order the PS5 on Amazon. So we all clicked it and did it together. I mean, like, I'm not even kidding, like 15 to 20 people on that stream together, we all got PS5s because someone said, oh, there's a code, here it is, and we all pre-ordered the PS5 together. That was one of the greatest feelings of community I think I've ever had on the stream, because that was something collectively we all did together. It only happened because we were all together, right place, right time, on the stream. Someone was nice enough to share the information with all of us. And my God, I mean, think about how important it is to have a PS5 because you can't fucking get one. Like, we didn't know back then how hard it was going to be to get a PS5. We didn't realize how incredibly lucky we all were, right? We had no idea. And just because we were all here enjoying Batman Arkham City together, we got it. That was outstanding. And I want to say thank you to everyone who was there that night. Thank you in particular to the person who gave us that code. That was amazing. That was like the perfect timing. Everything came together perfectly. Seriously, it was really awesome. Yeah. Shout out to SRF Lem who tipped me another $10. He said, my inner nerd looked up Pride Rock, which isn't a thing, sadly, but supposedly Kenya National Park would be neat to see. It was used as a base for the Lion King. Any considerations for that? Yes, absolutely. If people know interesting locations in places like Africa and stuff, I would definitely consider it. Which, by the way, I guess we should call out that this anonymous tipper is still the top contributor of the week, right? So whoever that anonymous tipper was, I hope you're still around and you're thinking. Right now, no one has beaten you for top contribution, so you might still be the person to pick what we're going to do next week, okay? Remember, top contributor on the Flight Sim streams picks where we go next week, so. But yeah, I absolutely. Oh, I got a burp. Excuse me. Absolutely, I would consider doing something like that, like a Kenyan National Park or something like that. Yes. A random clever name says, do you regret buying the PS5 at launch because Returnal and Ratchet and Clank were busts and the Xbox represented more value in the long run? No. I'm happy that I have both because now I get to play the exclusives on it, even though they're not exclusives anymore. I know that sounds stupid, but it's just true, right? Like, this year, the exclusives were Returnal, Kenna Bridge of Spirits, which I'm about to play in a couple days, and Ratchet and Clank. And outside of that, what other exclusives are there going to be on PS5, right? Everything has ended up going PS4, PS5 because they don't have enough to go around. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy I have it. Now I get to compare the two consoles. Like, I can compare this controller with that, the haptic feedback of this with the haptic feedback of that. You know? It's nice to have all the options when you're a content creator. Okay. Alright. So we saw... Oh, what is this one called? The Palm Jumeirah. The Palm Jumeirah. And of course, the Al Sufu second. The Sufu second. Very nice. Al Thanya first. I think we're coming up to the unique building. This is the one that everyone says is the tallest, I think. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure which one is supposed to be the tallest. Okay. Can I burp on command? No, not really. I'm just very gassy. So this is the Burj Al Arab. Is that the tallest tower in the world? The Burj Al Arab? I did hear there was a Wipeout mobile game coming out. Jake Conway, yes. I'm not interested. I really didn't like Wipeout to begin with. Derek says, when I was 9 years old in 2011, in my flight to Hong Kong, I accidentally spilled soup on my lap because the plane moved, and I remember the soup being very hot. That sucks. And plus, I bet it smelled, right? And now you're stuck with that scent the whole trip. That's why it sucks to spill anything on a plane. You're basically stuck with that till you land. That blows. No, the Burj Khalifa is the tallest tower I've been told. So this is a unique one. The thing that's unique about this, it's in the water. Look at that. It's in the freaking water. Why'd they put it there? They put it in the middle of the water instead of putting it on the land. That's weird. So that's the Burj Al Arab. Looks very unique, right? Yeah. Look at that. It's cool. It's cool. It's a helipad on top of the sea. Here we have the Sukaim Third. Out there is one of the artificial things again. I can't see what that one looks like. And I don't think we're going to be able to get high enough to see. It's definitely some kind of an artificial design. Now we're in a very densely packed city. And we're headed... Wow, that's got to be it. Look at the size of that spire in front of us, right? That thing is humongous. Huge. Excuse me. Gray Fox Art, they said that's the tower people play tennis and golf in. What? Al-Manara. Or Al-Manara. Yeah, I can't tell what that's supposed to be. It's too far out to really make out what that design is. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do that first. Let's go out there and see what this design is. And then we'll go back to the city and see what it is. There we go. Gray Fox Artist is very famous Instagram pictures of people playing golf on top of that building. Wow, really? On top of that, people are playing golf on top of that building, huh? Alright, I want to see what these designs look like. Shut up about stalling. I don't care. Little Jack has tipped me $4. Says it's not just, PS5 has no games argument. Because the biggest positive for having a PS5 at launch is not having to fucking worry about getting one at each and every drop. You can just focus on playing games as they release. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely positively right. Those who were lucky enough to get one at launch, and really, I definitely consider it being lucky to be able to get one at launch. Now, not having known how ridiculously rare the fucking things were going to be a year after, right? It's pretty remarkable that, you know, oh, I got it. Now I don't have to fucking worry about it. I can play whatever I want whenever the games come out. That's a pretty awesome thing. So, this is, what city is this? This is Dubai. The city of Dubai. So I don't have a clue what this is supposed to be. The fuck? It looks like a bunch of bacteria in a petri dish. What is this? Why on earth did they make this? What the hell? This is called the World Islands? Okay. The World Islands. What is it? What is on them? What is that? I can't even tell what that is down here, right? What is going on the World Islands? That's the globe. Oh, it's supposed to look like the globe? Oh, so that's South America. That's North America. That's Africa. That's Europe. Oh. They made artificial islands that's supposed to look like the globe. That's silly. That's actually silly. I see. What's for dinner? I had a meatball grinder. It was chicken meatballs with sauce and a little bit of melted mozzarella on a nice, tasty grinder roll. It was absolutely delicious. Derek, I've had a ridiculous amount of flights that were delayed. I haven't had good luck with flights too much in my lifetime. I've had a lot of delays and problems. Well, look, what's funny about these islands, most of them are completely empty. Almost none of them have anything on them. Like, this has a few things here, right? But most of these islands have nothing on them at all. Okay. Let's head back to what looks like it's going to be the main attraction, right? TX Shooter did a super chat. Says, Phil, did you get your PS5 on Amazon? I didn't get mine yet. Yes. It was a pre-order code on Amazon. It was only available for like 1 hour. 1 year ago, 2 days ago. It dropped. Only certain people knew the code. You had to use the code to go to the secret page to pre-order the fucking PS5. Yeah, it was crazy. Jay Conway says, I'm like lucky to get a Switch. He was looking for one all over the place. Couldn't find one and finally got one in July and he loves it. Gray Fox says, there are only around 2 of the 3 Dubai World Islands that are completely functional and open to commercial use. Sadly, the islands may be sinking back into the water. Damn, that's no good. No, I did not see the Plane Ride of Hell episode of Dark Side of the Ring. I have never seen Dark Side of the Ring. So. Alright, here we go. This is going to be the main attraction. As you can see, this is where it looks like all the heavy-duty shit is in Dubai. This is the major shit we're about to head into. Look at all these big-ass buildings. Pretty sweet. Am I going to play the Pokemon Diamond Pearl remake in November? Likely yes. I don't know which one I'm going to play, but I'm probably going to play one of them. I mean, Hernandez wants me to get an Ash Ketchum hat to wear in the rotation. We could do that. I could try to get like a Pokemon replica hat and wear. Again, next month, around the middle of October, I'm going to get my wireless headset that goes around the neck, and then I'll hear audio in every game, and I won't need to wear headphones at all, ever, which would be really awesome. No, we haven't made our sauce in a very long time. We haven't made our homemade sauce in a very long time. There's this good store-bought sauce we've been getting, but it's very expensive. It's made of Italian tomatoes, but we just have not made our sauce. We want to, but haven't had a chance. I think this is the Burj Khalifa, right? Yes, there it is, the Burj Khalifa. That's the tallest structure in the planet. Except, well, man-made structure. We just flew over Everest, which is the tallest natural structure. So what do we have here? Wow. We've got, that's the Burj Khalifa, Business Bay, the Dubai Mall. I don't know what that is. Is that like a ginormous shopping mall or something? There's the Burj Khalifa, this ginormous tower. Look at it. Let's fly around it a bit. Let's get a little closer. Alright? Can we go to Gujarat, India? Maybe. Perhaps. I mean, if you become the top contributor, you can guarantee we see that next week. I'm just saying. You'd have to top that $30 tip. Look at this thing. Wow. So what it looks like they did is they have a central spire, but they just kept building these like rounded wall spires around it that kind of support it. That's actually pretty smart. I kind of feel like what that does is it reinforces the tower for wind and stuff. That's pretty unique the way that they built it. And then behind it, they've got a big ass like artificial water with chlorine in it. Look at that. And that is a mall, right? Is that shopping down there? That looks like a giant mall, doesn't it? A ginormous shopping mall. Probably one of the biggest in the world, if not the biggest in the world. Huh. The biggest mall on the planet, says Gray Fox. Johnny Quest hit me $1.50. He says, I remember that day last year was a mess with PS5 pre-orders. In my opinion, that's actually the top 5 streams you ever had, just off the sheer community that everyone helping each other out to get the PS5. It was amazing. I couldn't believe it. Because I seriously never thought, just because I was on a live stream with you guys, that I'd end up getting that PS5. I thought I wasn't going to be able to get it. I thought it was going to be a nightmare to get one, you know? And I consider myself incredibly lucky that I got one, and the fact that it was the community that came together to make it happen was really something special. I agree. 250 tipped me $2.50 and says 250, 250, 250, 250. Thank you very much to 250 for the 250 tip. That is appreciated, and I will add that to the running total. We're not 143. Look how close we are, ladies and gentlemen. Look how close we are to the goal. Thank you for that. I am definitely having fun with Flight Sim Dome. This is cool. The biggest tower in the world and the biggest shopping mall in the world and a big artificial resorty area. Because that's what I'm guessing. Those buildings down there are probably like maybe hotels or something. Probably. They look like resort hotels, and people probably stay there and go in the artificial water. Here's the Business Bay, where it's always serious business in Business Bay. Trust me. Now I've received a $10 tip from 22222, and they said 2222222222222222 smiley face. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. Shit. Shit. Here we go. We have done it. With that, it is official. We have hit the vest goal, and we're going to do a poll for the vest goal. What is artificial water? It means it's not a natural body of water. You can tell when the water is that bright blue. There was not a fucking bright blue body of water in the middle of the desert. It was planted there. They probably treated it with chlorine to make it look like that. It's artificial. It's not a natural occurring lake or the sea. It's man-made. Understand? Okay. It's time for a poll. Which vest is Dubai best? Would it be the red? Would it be the platinum? Would it be the denim? Or perhaps, since we know how much affluence comes out of Dubai, perhaps tonight, we'll see the gold, the golden vest. All right, the poll is in effect. Here we go. The gold. Here we go. All right, Business Bay. Like I said, only serious business in Business Bay. You don't fuck around. Stanley Kubrick just became a channel supporter. Stanley, thank you so much. We're now at 279. Ladies and gentlemen, officially we just hit the highest member total ever on DSP Gaming. We have never had this many members before. Ever. Ever. Thank you so much. Derek says there's a lot of attractions in Dubai. The aquarium, the underwater zoo, the adventure water park, Wild Wadi Water Park, IMG Worlds, It Adventure, Bollywood Parks, the Green Planet, Legoland. Wow. That's pretty cool. I would think some of those are probably in the mall, right? Some of those are probably in Dubai Mall itself. Yeah. We just received a $3 tip from SRF Lem, who says, is there a $200 goal or is it a rockin' stream at that point? No, we have 3 tiers. There is no official $200 reward. But right now, again, the top contributor of the night is an anonymous $30 tipper. If someone were wanting to pick where we go next week, you would have to beat that, and no one's beating it. So I'm just saying, just throwing that out there. That's really the only other thing that could happen. Al Murkid, the Maiden Grandstand. The thing that gets me is literally everything here is man-made, because this is a desert. You know there was nothing here until these guys came in and freaking built it all, you know? So absolutely everything we're seeing is 100% man-made. That is wild. Let's swing back towards the city. Stop stalling. Stop that right now. Very rude. I want to see all this cool stuff to the right or out there. So let's head back. Calinks Tip me $1.50 and says, to think we're almost went from ending Flight Sim streams to a night like this. Love to see it. And you know what? This is not the only night. There's been many nights like this with Flight Sim. I don't know what it is, but sometimes it's just, it's slow, and sometimes it's not. That's what I tell people, because it's funny, because some people say, oh, you had a slow night. It must be because you're not entertaining. I'm like, what are you talking about? No, we all had fun on the stream, but not every night can be a night where everyone's overabundantly forthcoming with contributions. And I know that. And I appreciate the fact that you guys love what I do and support what I do, and the fact that you're being supportive right now. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Dr. Sexy Beast tipped $1.50 and says, what are your final thoughts on the Vanguard beta? In summary, it's not bad, but man, is it buggy. That beta is full of issues. I don't know how that was supposed to be some kind of like an advertisement to make you want to buy the game in less than 2 months, because the graphical issues, the audio issues, gameplay issues, everything was bugged out. Basically, it feels to me like you're playing Modern Warfare 2019 with a skin. The thing is, I actually feel like it works better in a World War II setting. I do. I actually feel like that engine works better for World War II than the modern stuff. So, it's not bad, but is it worth $70? I don't know. If you've played Modern Warfare 2019, you essentially played the game just with different weapons. So do you want to replay the same game? I got an someone just told me I got an achievement. I didn't even know that. Spawn Killer did a $2 super chat, says you got an achievement. All right, you know what? Let's get the vest on because we're running out of time. Gold vest 1. Outstanding. The gold vest for Dubai. I'm not surprised. I actually thought that would fit it nicely. Okay. Gold vest time. I've not worn the gold vest in a long time. You know, now, since we changed the goals, since we changed the tip goals, that the vest is the higher goal, we don't get it all the time. So we almost never see the gold vest, because usually it ends up being like the platinum vest when we do see it. So, okay. That gold vest is Dubai best. And incidentally, this is exactly what I would wear if I was flying a plane. I would walk onto the plane looking just like this and say nothing. I would just go right, walk in, good day, everyone. Good day. Good day. Let's go. We're going to Dubai. Come on, let's go. No questions. Don't ask why I'm dressed like this. No questions. Okay. Very good. Rob just did a super chat. Says, congrats on hitting the goal. You earned it. Thank you very much, Rob. I appreciate that. I will see you tomorrow, Guts the Black Swordsman, for the Life is Strange finale. Absolutely. I look like a real captain, says the Inventory. I don't know about that. I look like a jackass, but I don't look like a real captain. Dude, that is so tall. It's huge. It's awesome. That is freaking awesome. I like it. I wonder what they do in there. Is it just like touristy stuff? Is actual businesses in there? Like, what do they put inside that giant tower? The Trade Center second. The Trade Center first. The Al Satwa. I agree, yes. OIC support's been good, everything. Memberships, super chats, tips, everything's been great tonight. It's been a really good night. Thank you guys for all that support. Derek says, do you remember the place with the palm tree pattern? That's where they do a lot of skydiving. Oh, really? They do skydiving out there? That's neat. Try to jump out of planes and land on the palm tree. Jumeirah. Jumeirah 1, actually. Jumeirah 1. Is there more than one Jumeirah? Alright, wow, look at all the landmarks over here. So even flying away from the ginormous tower, there's a lot more landmarks to see. We got about 15 minutes left on the stream. Guys, there's enough to do in Dubai to end the stream tonight. Seriously, there's a ton here. And again, I wonder how this looks at night, too. We'll probably turn to nighttime to end the stream. This is a really good suggestion. I got to give it to my wife. Shout out to my wife, Kat, who suggested this. Not to say you guys didn't suggest it. You have suggested this many times. But I felt this was a good time to do it. For variety purposes, it was a great idea. Yeah. Yeah, Derek, I agree. Time does fly on the night streams, doesn't it? Slayer says there was once a plan to drag an iceberg from Antarctica here to help with the water supply. How the fuck were they going to do that? Were they going to build a giant Zord, a Megazord, to lift it and fly it? Like, what the frick? It's going to melt in the water. How are you going to get it over here? Alrighty. Okay. Who, what? Hurrah first? How the frick do you say that? The Hurrah first. Okay then. Port Said. So what you're seeing here, even though this is heavily densely populated with a lot of buildings, very different from the other area. These are much smaller, much more, I would argue, packed in. Very different architecture style, right? Yeah, absolutely. Interesting. Let's see here. Let's see here. New Heights to me, $1.50 says, you literally have done New Heights. When you were planning your flights, did you know you were going to see the highest mountain, Mount Everest, and the tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, in the same stream? And also, fitting to reach your highest membership, too. Thank you, New Heights, for the tip. No, what I knew is I definitely wanted to do one of the new things that had been added recently. I didn't know what it was going to be. So I didn't know that people were going to ask for Mount Everest. It could have been any of those ones. I just didn't want to do a city because we start off with the city tonight. So I didn't want to do city and then city, and, you know, too much city stuff. So I was pleased that people picked that. And no, I didn't realize it would be the highest flights I've ever done. Pretty cool. Slayer says the plan... Oh, have a good night, Derek. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out, man. It was a good time. Slayer says the plan was to do it in the cooler time of the year. It would take 10 months to drive from Antarctica to Dubai. About 10% is estimated to melt. They will harvest the water from it. Are they still planning on doing this, or did they give up the idea? Oh, there's an airport. You can actually see planes down there. Pour Al-An. What the heck does that mean? So over here, we have more man-made stuff out there. But again, it's kind of weird that a lot of it's empty. Right? Like they built all this stuff, but then they didn't really put anything on it. It's a little weird. SRF Lems to me $2 again. It says, any idea what those tiny strips of land would be that are extending into the ocean? Right, I don't know. Like, I'm just talking about this now. Those are obviously, they look artificial, like artificial, I guess they would call them archipelagos. But I don't know why they built them. I guess they wanted to be fancy, and like someone said, the palm tree one gets sold up as real estate, while the world islands were for, like, other purposes, but they were sinking, so I guess they're not doing anything there. It looks to me like they're building some buildings out there, but it doesn't look like there's too much out there. I don't know. Wow, Snow Susie Rottencrotch has tipped me $10. Thank you so much, Snow Susie. I really appreciate that. I don't know about the name, but I appreciate the tip. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very, very much. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, about 10 minutes left on the stream. Okay? Last chance for someone to beat the anonymous $30 tipper and become the top contributor of the night, which would then allow you to pick where we're going to go next week for Flight Sim on Sunday night. Okay? Last chance, guys. All right. Al-Hamira Port. Al-Ruhaida. This is all artificial. They built it like this. See? They built all this land. I think what I'll do, let's just go right to this island, turn around, go to night, and we'll do a night flyby, and that'll be the end of the stream. That'll be pretty nice. The reason they didn't build onto them is because they are prone to possible flooding and are not the most foundationally secure. No one wants to waste the capital to develop on them. Then why the hell did they even build them? All right, Derek, I'll see you Tuesday for the premiere of Lost Judgment. Yeah, that's going to be sweet. I can't wait, man. Have a good night. All right, Froggy the Kid, you have a good night as well. Thank you for modding tonight. I really appreciate the help. All right. Let's turn it around and let's go to night and let's see what this looks like at night. I'm very curious to see what the game's gonna say this looks like at night. What's crazy is you see the spire back there. All right, let's turn it around. Oh, really? Fernandez says you should check out, there's a YouTube time lapse of how quickly they built Dubai. It's crazy. Oh yeah, there's a quick endeavor, huh? Okay, let's do this. I have no idea why the engine is doing what it's doing, because I'm not doing that. Okay. All right, let's do it. So now we just go straight. See, the good thing about this is we're not going to get lost because all we need to do is follow the waterfront. And we will be right where we want to be. Unlike other major cities that I've flown over, it's probably easy to get lost. This is actually pretty easy to figure out where you are because the water's always right there. So here we go. The funny thing about this is I can't really see the spire out there anymore. You can definitely see it during the daytime. You can't see that shit at night at all. And again, I wonder if this is going to be representative of what it really looks like or if the game isn't. Because a lot of these places are very nicely lit up at night, but for some reason the game is not doing that. It's very weird. Fernandez, I already read that. Oops. Slayer says, I don't know if you knew this, but Singapore has 16 hours time difference than Seattle. Forward or backward? Is it forward or is it past Seattle or behind Seattle? Snow Susie Rotten Crotch tipping another $1.50 and says, looking great, keep up the great work, and shit big. Wow. Shit big? I always shit big. I never hold back. I always just let loose. Thank you very much for another tip. Okay. Very exciting. About a day ahead of us. Cool. In 1960, Dubai was nothing but desert. Now it's a giant sprawling city. Wow. Pretty remarkable what man can do. So look down there. We got some green lights. I'm assuming that might be like some cool street lights. Insane amount of city lights. Like ridiculous amounts of city lights. Right? What's kind of a bummer is it doesn't look like much of this is lit out there. It would have been nice just to have that all lit up in the water, but it's really not. We're approaching some of the stuff that we passed earlier. I'm curious what it'll look like at night. We'll find out. Chicken Man is tipping $1.50 and says, can you show us what your excitement would be if they announced Bug Snacks 2? I can't show you because you can't fake that kind of true enjoyment. You can't fake that kind of insane, genuine delight. Like, that's the best word for it, delight. Absolute delight. If they said Bug Snacks 2 is coming out, I would be titillated. I would be ridiculously happy. But I can't emulate that. Spawn Killer to be $1.50 says, I think you missed a super chat. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm very sorry about that. Hold on, I'll check in a second. I can't even see the spire. It's so dark, I can't see it, right? I know we're not there yet. I know we're heading that way. But man, it's fucking, I can't see shit. It's too dark to see anything. Let's see Spawn Killer super chat. Let's see what I missed. He says, you got an achievement for something? Oh, yeah, you said that. Yeah, I don't know what the achievement was. I missed it. There was an achievement, I guess, that happened. I didn't even see what it was. I wonder what it was. Protusum Zone, so what's your favorite thing about this game in High Fill? I would argue my favorite thing is that it's real, meaning everything in the game is actually out there in the world. So it's really cool to think that we're seeing places in a game that one day you could actually go and check out for yourself in real life if you wanted to. And it's incredibly chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, the game is easy to control, and because of that, there it is. There it is, the Burj Khalifa. So, because it's so easy to control and easy to do, that you can just enjoy yourself. I don't have to worry about micromanaging a game. It's more about the experience of relaxing and seeing things with you guys and talking than actually playing a game with a challenge to it, see? Rob, I had a great time tonight as well. Thank you for stopping by, man. Have a good night. We're almost done. Only like 5 more minutes. If anyone is going to stick around, I mean, leave a little early. Just a few minutes early. Yeah, look. They didn't do it. The mall is black. You can't see it at all. There's no lights on the Dubai Mall. Do I really believe the Dubai Mall is completely blackened at night? No, I don't believe that. I do like that there's different, look at that, the different color lighting below me is very nice. I like that. I like the green and everything. But disappointing that they didn't basically colorize, they did not colorize this stuff properly. Yeah, I'm getting rumble right now because I dipped too much too quickly. See that? Okay. So, there it is, the Burj Khalifa. And it's barely lit. I mean, then again, you know, it's actually kind of nice. You know what it is? My glasses. I can't see it that well because I was wearing the aviators. It actually doesn't look... Wow, it's like golden. Yo, it's glistening gold. Holy shit, look at that. Does the tower really do that? I mean, my fucking vest fits right in. It's glistening gold. That's amazing. If it really looks like that at night, that's fucking awesome. Oh, wow. But again, no lighting underneath it. They didn't bother doing any light underneath it. A glistening gold tower. That's sweet. Awesome. I dig that. I definitely dig that. Fernandez says there's definitely some kind of algorithm putting the streetlights in the streets automatically and growing windows on buildings. That's not how it's going to look at night. Right, I know. But man, that looks cool with the gold. I wonder if it actually looks like that or if that's just, again, the algorithm piece too. Who knows? See out there, I believe, isn't that the World Islands out there? You can't see it. You can't see shit. There's no lights out there. Okay. So Snow Susie Rockcrotch, you're saying someone impersonated you for that dollar tip? That sucks. I'm sorry. You know, people know not to do that. I've said many times on the stream, don't impersonate other people and use their names when they tip. But I can't help that. Anyone who tips can use any name. Hopefully it's not some dickhead troll, but at the same time, it's only $1.50 tip, so it's not a huge deal. Okay. These are just pictures of buildings? I mean, yeah. These are satellite images. They took satellite images of buildings and they basically just put it onto like 3D renderings. Okay. I agreed, Archibald. This has been a very chill stream tonight. It's worked out really well. Snow Susie Ryan Crocs tipped another $10 tips and don't take note of tips and my name trolls tip in $1. I do 10. Okay then. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay. The Second. Second. Jay Conway, see you later. Even if it's just a few minutes, you in the chat with chill. Come back. I'll come back tomorrow if I can. College is tough. Good luck. I've been there. Good luck, man. College can be tough. That's true. See that over there? That's the palm tree, and as you can see, it's not lit up. The only thing lit up in the palm tree is like the main strip in the middle, so it doesn't look like a palm tree at night at all. You can tell. All right, we're almost done, guys. Last chance. Absolutely. Last chance. If someone wants to become the top contributor of the night, you have to beat the anonymous $30 tip. If not, that anonymous tipper is the top contributor. What I would argue is to that person, here's what you can do. Since there's no way for me to know who you are because you're anonymous, what you can do, you can email me using the same email address that you used to send that $30 tip and tell me where you'd like to go next week. So email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com using the same address you used on PayPal to send me that tip. That way I can verify it's really you, and that'll determine where we go next week, all right? But unless someone beats you, last chance. This is the absolute last chance. Okay. Pretty nice. Oh, that's a skydive thing. Yep, that's a skydive thing over there. Here's a sports field. I don't even know if we noticed that the first time flyover, but it stands out at night. Actually, I take it back. As I get closer, it does look like, you know, the arms of the tree. Although, again, it does kind of look like a face hug. Okay. Oh, let's see. SRF Lem just tipped me $2. This sounds weird, but seeing the red lights blinking on the plane is kind of chill. I know. It's pretty nice, isn't it? For some reason, I'm losing tons of altitude. I don't know why. Thank you very much, SRF Lem. Then Lil Jack tipped me $2. He said, one time I was flying to a tropical country. I looked up. It looked like smoke was coming from the plane vents. It was a little shocking and unnerving. Apparently, it can happen with condensation from hot and humid outside that then contacts the air conditioner. I see. That makes sense. That actually makes sense. So we are at $188 in tips. Wow, guys, thank you so much for your support tonight. Okay. Look at all these lights. Beautiful. All right, we're going to head into this little cluster of buildings. This is probably going to be the finale right here. I don't know why the plane is fucking keeps plummeting. I'm trying to get it to go back up now. It's being very silly. It's going downward. There's some unique looking buildings right there. Formation. And there's the palm tree. Here's what the palm tree looks like. Look at that. Pretty cool. No. Profusum Zone. No guy in Yonkers ever saw me in a bar in New York. I've literally never been to a bar in New York. Ever. So it definitely was not me. Yeah, look at that. That looks pretty interesting at night. The Palm Jumeirah. That's the Princess Tower straight ahead. I'm gonna try to get elevation here. So we don't fucking hit it. There it is, the Princess Tower straight ahead. Completely blackened, of course. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the controls. Sometimes this game's controls get fucked up. And then I can't get it to go, like, straight. It won't. It keeps declining. See, it keeps losing altitude for no reason. I don't know why. I really have no idea why I'm losing altitude. Yeah, the Princess Tower is completely black at night. Remember that, guys. You can't see it at all. Look. Pitch black. Sure it is. They don't have a single light on it, right? Yeah, right. Right. Well, Dubai was a hit. This is actually one of my favorite locations we've been to. Obviously, again, thank you to my wife and thank you to those of you who suggested this. This was actually quite relaxing and fun. I liked it a lot. Okay. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be it. Right? That was fun. So again, it looks like actually it was the anonymous tipper from before, the $30 tip, that ended up being the top contribution of the night. So to that person, oh God. Oh, I was wearing the tinted glasses. Now my eyes are getting shot by the light. To that person, whoever you may be, please email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com using the same email address you tipped me with on PayPal, and then I will see where you want to go next week on Sunday night. SRF Lim just tipped me $12. Said, "Hey, let's get it past 200. Pump for the next stream. See you in a week." Awesome. See everyone in a week. I do this every Sunday night, pretty much. I find it as chill, relaxing, fun. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for chilling with me, everyone who did. I had a great evening, Ray Johnson. Thank you for asking. It absolutely was a great evening here. Yeah, tonight was nice. We did Singapore, then we did Mount Everest, and then we did Dubai. And that was enough for 2 hours. Pretty cool. A lot of the times these things don't take a long time. These actually had a lot of stuff to fly over and see, right? What happens if they do not contact me? If I don't get contacted, then we just do whatever next week. We won't have a destination to start with. Yeah. Very nice. All right. So, ladies and gents, that's it. Until next week, thank you so much. Awesome. Peace out.